Those who were out of step with what we are advocating, peaceful protest, did not create any violence. Nobody was shot. Nobody was killed. Get it in your head. And so when martial law is called, what are you going to say? I missed the point. Don't miss the point, you all. Don't think that somehow, because they called out the National Guard, there was violence. There was no violence. I was on the street. I know. And I went from downtown detention back out into the community, talking to people what happened in Paramount, what happened in Compton, what happened in Inglewood. So, first of all, get it straight. And don't just rely on what you're being told.
Yeah, protests on the left, war on the right, and I'm stuck in the middle with you. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, we're back full time, but I'm taking next week off. I'm having surgery next week, so I'm going to take the week off. But I am back full time because the universe, well, sure gave me the signs. It is a cold day here in the far north of Maine. Up along the Canadian border, we're not going to get out of the low 60s today in the crown of Maine. I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. I hope you've had days filled with fabulosity and dang good coffee, because we're all going to need dang good coffee to get through the nonsense that is going on in the world. The world's a dumpster fire. Yet here we are. How has everyone been? We've been very busy here on the homestead, in between all the doctor's appointments for the king of his castle, the laird of his manor, the man himself, also known as my husband, and spring happening and triple mud season happening. It's been rough. It has been so cold up here that nothing, it's not enjoyable to be outside. It's either raining and muddy, or it's super hot and there's no regulation, and Mother Nature, she's decided, I'm going to go on vacation. Y'all handle whatever happens. I'm having a really bad hair day today too. I'm testing products. I've been working behind the scenes. I'm testing products, and I'm not sure about this one. It's just leaving my hair looking like trash. I'm only in day 5. I have curly hair problems, and we frizz out because my hair is so dang dry. And this product was kind of like, hey, we can help you with that. So this is day 5. So I'm hoping on day 5, it's just that we need some more. We need some more product testing. As we know, I test the products for 14 days. It's 2 weeks under real world conditions, my real world conditions. These products are tested under the conditions of mucking out the barn, gardening. We got most of our garden set in at this point. How's yours doing? Are you ready for tomorrow? They're having a No Kings protest the town over from us. And I think it's going to be a bust, but we're not going anywhere near that. I know a lot of businesses surrounding that area have taken a lot of flack because the organizer to that particular protest named those businesses as landmarks. It's going to be here next to this and this. And unfortunately, so the person organizing this, they're from away. And they've been up here shit stirring the pot for a while on the citizens groups. And they just don't understand farm culture. Agricultural living is a lot different than from where the hell they came from. And people don't tolerate a lot. And unfortunately, that dillweed implicated a few local businesses as a point of meetup. Please don't take it out on those businesses, my local friends and family and population, because I really don't think that they want this protest out in front of their businesses. I think they're just as much as victims as everybody else is going to be on Saturday. I wish we were like Florida, though. You know, we've already decided we're not going to go anywhere near that mess. Don't want to see it. Don't really care about it. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, even though it is right next to the college. When young people come 15 minutes to Canada to go to school, they are not interested in the city crap. They want an actual education. So even though we live near a college town, it's not a citified college town. Let's just say it's not, you don't get a lot of the bullshit. You really don't. You don't see the students out on the streets holding the signs. You don't see the protests on campus for this or for that. It's just they're really serious about getting their education, and they want to get the hell out of the city where these things happen, where college campus buildings get shut down by morons that need to protest things that have nothing to do with their own country. So when you come rural, in my experience, meeting a lot of these young adults that do come up here to go to school, they just had it with that crap from where they came. And we, like I said, the organizer of this dick shit protest tomorrow in Presque Isle, they're from away. And they've proven themselves time and time again that they're just a shit stirrer on the citizens group. And that's it. We have a lot of problems with people from away. We started getting problems in 2020. They don't respect rural American living. They don't respect the farm culture. They don't understand it. They don't want to understand it. They come here looking for the peace and quiet and tranquility of what our area provides. And then they say, well, from where I came from, we had this. Where I came from, we had that. And then they try to do it here. And all winter long, I watched the big argument on the citizens group about there was a particular stretch of road that always snow drifts, and it's the state's problem to clean that up. And so I watched this one woman go around bashing the farmer that owned the field on that road because they have no trees as a windbreak buffer. And it had to be explained to this woman from away. I'm really trying to be nice about it. This woman from away that you can't plant trees on the fields like that because tractors with big harvesters behind them need a place to turn around, and they need that footage to turn those tractors around. I never thought I'd be defending farmers so fervently, but these damn people from away, they move up. They move up for the tranquility, they move up for the peace and quiet, and then they want everything that they had back from where they came from. They want everything as perfect as what they left. And, you know, rural people are just sick of the crap. So, I mean, this woman was, she was an absolute nightmare. And there was no explaining to her that if she had a problem, she had to call the state DOT and get it resolved with them. Because no damn farmer is going to give up their precious land that they're the biggest taxpayers in our community. Yeah, she didn't know that either. It was one of the farms that is one of the top 7 taxpayers in our area. And yeah, anyways, go back to where you came from and leave us the hell alone. We did just fine before you showed up, and then they wonder why, you know, they're not accepted or they're not embraced by the rural community, because you keep trying to change what the hell we're doing. Leave us alone. So I do not expect a big deal with the No Kings protest this weekend in College Town. What's going to be going on in your area. I do wish we were like Florida, though. I love Ron DeSantis's take on this. If you're going down the street and there's a crowd of people, do not stop. Do not get taken out of your car. Do not get dragged around by a mob. Just run right through them. I have road rage, so we're not going anywhere near nothing this weekend. I might forget I don't live in Florida. We have an idiot in the Blaine house. So they are protesting the Blaine house this weekend. We'll see how the Queen handles that. absolutely, positively crazy. Absolutely crazy. I wish they were kind of doing it on a day where our state legislature was actually going to be in their building in Augusta, because there's plenty of things to protest. Do you know what we're doing now in Maine? Let me tell you. Our legislature would like to ignore all the big issues. We're going to ignore all the big issues. We're still going to allow boys to play on girls' teams. But we're going to ban mini shampoo bottles in the hotels, just like we banned plastic bags from the grocery store. They've been busy in Augusta. What can I say? Hardworking people. They got priorities, and those priorities aren't you or me. Nay, nay. And that Susie Q. Collins, I have an issue with her. I always have an issue with her anyways. I voted her in, I have to say. I voted her in the 90s. I thought I was doing my part. I believed in being a Democrat in the 90s. I so swiftly came around. Absolutely. I so swiftly came around when I saw the destruction I caused, and now you can't get them the hell out of office. When you are in your 20s, you have an ideal way of looking at life, and then, you know, a thing happens and another thing happens, and you become a little jaded. Then you become a conservative. There you go. And that's how it happens. That's how it happens. You grow up, you look around, the world ain't fair, life ain't fair. You come to the realization of that. You also come to the realization that not everybody needs to think like you. And next thing you know, you vote Republican for everything. So that's how it went. Now I'm trying to get her the hell out. She's up for election again. She's one of our midtermers. So hopefully the gentleman that was going to run in Madawaska against her on the Republican ticket, you have our support here at Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. Please. That would be wonderful. And if we could get a Republican in the Blaine House, that would be absolutely great. And no, I'm not voting for Troy Jackson. Sorry, Troy. Ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna be voting for him if he runs for governor, because, well, it's just more of the same crap. He's a little more moderate, but it's more of the same Democratic nonsense. So that's that on that accord. What do you think about what's going on overseas? In my opinion, we need to stay the hell out of it. Absolutely crazy. There's a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen, guys and ghouls, beautiful creatures of my world. And you know, we're doing the thing here. I'm just like, hey, world's a dumpster fire. Let's go play in the garden. And I would love to see images of your garden, pictures of your garden. I would like to hear what everybody is doing by way of preparing for tomorrow. If you live in the city, if you live in an area that may or may not have a peaceful protest, I'd like to hear how you guys and gals are going to be handling that. I know that there are peaceful protests planned in Providence. I know they're going to be in Portland and Augusta. They're going to be a failure here in the next town over. So we're not going to be getting any local news except farmer market news tomorrow, because everything is just it's just absolute idiocy to try to do something like that up here. And the newspapers will conflate it like they did last time. We had everybody protesting in May about whatever the hell, Trump this, Trump that, whatever. They were all protesting throughout the county in the crowd of Maine. And the newspaper and the damn WAGM TV, 200 people at the protest in Presque Isle. There were 25 people. There were 200 people county-wide protesting. So we can't believe anything that we hear or see, not even from our local media. As a joke anyways. But I'm not going to go anywhere near there. We're going to have a nice, peaceful Father's Day weekend here. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day to all the moms that have to be dads out there. We appreciate you. And happy Father's Day to my mom. She had to be everything. Mother, father, everything. Growing up. And we do really appreciate everything she did. Everything she gave up to raise us. And that's that. And so they go by waving like crazy and beeping the horn. People have not seen me do this for a while. We have these big, beautiful windows here, and everybody can see inside from outside. They're watching me in the podcast chair. The hands are going and they're waving, and we've got a lot of local folk up here that really do enjoy the podcast. So I'm sure that they will be hitting me up, because everybody knows everybody around here anyways. I'm sure that they'll be hitting me up, texting me and asking, you got a video going up soon? So we're back to podcasting, except for next week when I have my surgery. I'm hoping to record videos for next week. I don't know how much ambition I have in me. We're still doing so much here on the homestead. Between all the medical nonsense that's been going on, and we still don't know what's wrong with the king of his castle, the laird of the manor, the man himself, also known as my husband. We still have no idea what's going on with him. Some medications work, some medications don't. Who the hell knows? And, it's crazy. We've been setting in our garden, so we're pretty busy doing that. And I think this weekend we are going to hit some of the greenhouses, but not in Presque Isle. We are avoiding Presque Isle at all costs. So Presque Isle, you don't get any part of our paycheck this week. None of the stores. Y'all on punishment because one stupid fool has to organize a peaceful protest in your town up on Main Street, and I'm not dealing with the nonsense. So there you go. Maybe on Father's Day we'll take a ride out to the lake. Who knows? Everything's up in the air. It's all subject to the crazy weather we have. One day 80 degrees. Next day 62 degrees. You're freezing your ass off. It's absolutely nuts. Yesterday, rain. We've had 4 mud seasons already up here. The people of Maine are chuckling. They know what I'm talking about. So what is podcasting going to look like? It's not going to be what it was. I can tell y'all that. It's not going to be 3 episodes a day, 5 days a week. I'm just not going to do that. 1, maybe 2 episodes a week, unless something really grinds my gears, and then I'll be on here to spew my thoughts. If it pops into my head, it's gonna fly out my mouth. We're all gonna be surprised by what I have to say, and I might as well record it and share my thoughts with the world. I don't know. I really don't know. We're gonna gonna continue to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. There'll be a little bit of politics and news and that shit that I didn't want to come back and talk about. We're gonna keep up with the true crime. We're still testing products, so we'll have some of those episodes going on, and hopefully medically things resolve itself, and then maybe back to full-time podcasting. This is part-time full-time podcasting. So I don't know. If you made it this far into the video, think about subscribing to the channel. Check and make sure YouTube has not unsubscribed you. It's happened. In the last 2 weeks, I've lost 6 subscribers. I know that doesn't sound like a big number, but when you only have in the 440s, it's a big number. It's a big number for a very small podcast to lose. And they decided that I was going to start hemorrhaging subscribers 2 weeks ago. So, that's that. Share the show with everyone you know. Share the show with a friend, and we'll be back with our antics. It's always something going on around here. Always some kind of shenanigans, and y'all are the reason why we do shenanigans here on Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. Without your support, without your comments in the comment section below. Keep them respectful, though. You know, I've had a few idiots that come on here during my hiatus commenting on old news. 6 months ago, political shit. That tells you where their brain cells are. They're just people that have to have something to say. So we like thoughtful commentary and polite commentary. I treat you like a human being, you treat me like a human being, and it's all good. And we can have an actual dialogue. So if you want to have a conversation, hit the comment section below. And I'm in there all the time. So maybe it'll change my mind or my opinion about something. I'm very open-minded. I'm old. I have to be open-minded. When you get this old, your mind, if it's closed, you will die a very petty, spiteful person. So my mind is always open. But you know, when you come to people with open minds and an open heart and want to receive their information, and then you think about that and you really don't agree with that, and then they turn all vicious and ferocious on you. You know, take it from an old lady. None of it matters. All that matters is what you are connected to in your life. The people you're connected to, the people you see every day, the people you can physically hug, the people you can physically talk to in real life. None of this shit on the internet matters. Half of it's AI. We don't even know if it's real. We don't know if it's fake. It's just people got some whack-ass opinions. They're throwing it out everywhere. And as long as you're respectful in my comment section, I will be very respectful and respond back to you. So here we are at the end of the video. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, be the kindness that you want to see in the world. Don't go out and protest this weekend. Don't add to it. And as always, Carpe Diem, because no one promised you a tomorrow.